Good morning and welcome to Two Scoops Morning News with Dan and Craig. I'm Craig.
I'm Dan.
You don't want to hear this one. It's Two Scoops. Yes.
You're watching Two Scoops Morning News with Dan and Craig, your sunrise reminder that things could get worse, so laugh at them while you still can.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, hey, hello, hi.
How's your
Hi.
face process in the morning? Your beauty care stuff going? Is it as good as Gwyneth Paltrow?
It's got to be. It's got to be. Why is this really Gwyneth Paltrow?
Is
Because
it? I didn't look at the article you sent me. I just read the headline and made the image.
I didn't read it either. I just saw the headline. I'm like, all right, that's disgusting.
Good
I
enough.
don't want. Yes. Like there's some nights where I'm like looking for a good article, like a good in your face article to do for Two Scoops, because there's only certain articles that are Two Scoops quality.
Mhm.
And then there's nights where you're just trying to scroll through the social medias and it just hits you right in the face like a like a period blood face mask.
Yes, which is not a sentence that should be uttered, but yes, it.
It's like one of those things you don't want to know about, but it's like, all right, we got to talk about that because I don't want to. No.
Yeah, is it Gwyneth Paltrow though? 'Cause she was the one who had Goop. That was her vagina candle, and she was making like I don't know face creams with baby foreskins at one point, and now we're moving on to the next best thing. I think. I mean, after this, what do we have left? Semen face masks and shit face masks.
I'm pretty
What
sure
have we not
somebody.
tried?
I'm pretty sure somebody's already tried semen face masks.
Are,
Not
are you speaking from experience?
no, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure somebody has.
Somebody did. I'm pretty sure.
Period blood face masks are a big beauty trend. For who? For who? Like
For
is one of those
elitist
things.
creeps.
This is one of those things where I feel like they're trying to make us look like fucking retards and be like, hey, it's the new biggest trend, and people start doing it and they're like sitting on the sides and they're like, look at these dumbasses over here smearing period blood on their face.
Well, the real ingredient for their product is probably actually children's blood, but they're telling you it's period blood so that they can get away with it, and also making you look like an idiot because you're going to try and recreate it with the wrong type. Like you need that adrenochrome youthful glow in it.
Fair enough. Okay, I gotcha.
So if you scare your wife while she's menstruating, might get some of that adrenochrome in it, but it's not going to be the same.
All right, this is going to get way out of hand.
Too late.
Experts, however, warn that they are dangerous.
Okay.
Experts warn
I
against
didn't need them to be dangerous, actually, for me to be swayed on my opinion of using this.
So it says experts warn against the risk of period blood face masks that are smeared all over TikTok feeds. No, we don't need puns for this. You don't have to give us your puns.
Please continue. More.
We've got bad blood with this beauty hack.
Oh God.
This trend is a thing of dermatologist nightmares. TikTokers are smearing their own period blood on their skin. Between the marinated, crying, and I'm cold viral makeup looks, there was bound to be something new that caused a stink online. Good God.
Marinated is
Well,
my favorite and caused a
it's
stink.
like the New York Post had to take something that on its own, without any help, was absolutely abhorrent, and I really didn't want to read it. And they're like, how could we make this so much worse with disgusting
Isn't that what
puns?
we do, though? Isn't that,
Yeah, that's true.
leave it to the professionals, New York Post. Jeez. Keep your stinking marinated menstrual puns to yourself.
I'm really just jealous that they're taking all the good ones and not leaving any room for us. So
Yeah.
the hashtag period face mask and menstruation masking have a whopping 6.4 billion and 3 million views this week.
On
6.4
what?
billion
On what?
respectively on TikTok.
On
But
TikTok. Not in like the real world of Twitter. On TikTok, where
well, yes,
everybody's a fucking degenerate communist.
I mean that just doesn't 6.4 billion seems over the top. I mean, there's what 9 billion people in the world. Are they just sitting there watching? I mean, how many TikTok users are there? A few million? What are they watching? A million videos of period face masking? That
Well,
just
you know
seems
what they say. Once you go period blood face mask, you never go back, and
oh,
you
okay.
you got to share it with the world. No, obviously this is probably, I would hope and pray that this is people sharing it because they're disgusted that humanity has fallen to such a new low, and that's why it has so many views. Um, Hopefully, it's not out of actual interest for this product.
Now, it's almost like they're saying the things that we've been saying, but we were told like was a conspiracy theory, but they're saying it now. But it's like they're getting teeny boppers on TikTok to say it for them because it says taking the more DIY route, these content creators are touting the use of readily available blood, albeit once a month, as the key to staying youthful.
Oh
Now I
dear
feel like
God.
yes, yes,
Vindication.
they're not even
Yes.
like hiding it anymore. It's just like
Yeah.
no, that you're on the right track.
Any blood will do, actually,
Yeah.
but that's the easiest kind to get. You just have to be patient
Yeah.
and store up for the winter.
Oh God. So where do you store this at? Do you have like little vials you put it in? You have like bags, like
Probably
sacks, like
bags. It's got to feel more vampire-ish.
obviously. Says one TikToker whose face is
You're a
smeared with a
robot.
red.
Why are you a robot?
I don't know. I'm always a robot.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's pretty
All of a
bad.
sudden.
Is it better now?
No.
No. How about now?
No.
No. How about right now?
And I'm feeding back. What's happening?
What's happening? I don't know.
Why don't you leave and come back? And I'll do a little dance while we wait. Two scoops. It's two scoops. Morning news. This is scoops. These are scoops. Shannon says no, she doesn't like my dance moves. Also, if you're listening to the audio, you're missing out. Hey, Craig. You missed my
Hi.
dance. Two scoops. Two
Reminds
scoops.
me of the 9/11 dance party. Same dance. Shannon must not remember.
What?
Shannon must not remember the 9/11 dance party because it was about that, but so much better.
I don't think Shannon's old enough to remember the 9/11 dance party.
So I gotta share my screen again. Here's the image you want to see right here. Not that.
Ugh.
That you can kind of see right here on the
Ugh.
forehead,
Ugh.
right there. So it
A little
says
crusty.
one TikToker whose face is smeared with a red sticky substance wrote "period blood face mask" across her clip, which topped 800 views, or I don't know. I've never put a comma in 100 before. And a
8,
handful of
0, 0. I don't know what that indicates, but it seems big.
says-
Way too many,
it's
no
very-
matter how you slice it, even if it was 8.
Right. This isn't a joke, she added in the comments, where people said they were scared of the trend. This is actually must be
Wow.
Asian or accurately healthy for your. This is accurately healthy for your skin, and it connects you to your feminine energy. See, this is how you know this is like foreign bots trying to push this shit on us because
Yes. Or I mean,
we're retarded
either
children.
it's yes, either it's bots or it's retards, and probably both.
Says another brave soul who apparently attempted the so-called hack coughed at the stench of blood as she smeared it on her cheeks.
Oh. Yeah?
Uh,
Yeah? At what point did you start rethinking your decision? Was it as you were gagging on your own menstruation?
yeah, yeah. I don't even want. Like, I can't even like discuss this. I'm so disgusted by it. Like, I have to just read their stupidity. It's like, there's some topics that, man, I could really push it over the line, and this one is just there. It's just already over the line. Do
Oh,
we
it's
need to
so
push?
sad. Even the next sentence, she's like, "I'll basically try anything." The desperate creator blurted out between gags. Okay, okay, okay. I hope it's working. Like it's so sad. You know that this is like, I don't know. I hope that this is a troll that is trying, like an Illuminati troll, obviously that's trying to get this trending, and it's
Right.
working. And just the mindless sheep on Twitter are like, well, I guess I'll try anything, and they're like vomiting all over themselves as they smear blood on their faces from their vaginas, and the bots are the Illuminati bots are in the background laughing their asses off that you're so stupid.
Well, this says some face masks have a blood-like consistency and color, making it difficult to tell who's really putting secretions on their skin or just fronting. Now the
Ugh.
person that probably started this probably was like, "Oh, watch this. This is gonna gross people out," and put this like red face mask on, and they're like, "Look, I'm putting period blood on," and all these girls that are following are like,
Ah, do it. I
they're
have
like, "Oh,
that.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
And
that's
some
that."
men. And some men.
I was gonna say that it doesn't have to be girls. So I don't know what the experts are saying. Oh, here it says, "Please, I beg of you, do not use your period blood as a face mask." Advised dermatologist Dr. Joyce, just Joyce, just the monogram, Dr. Not monogram, I don't know. Dr. Joyce
Shut
said,
up, silly woman.
"There is no way you're collecting that blood in a sterile way. So there's probably bacteria and sweat and other things that are."
uh, is there a way to collect period blood in a sterile way?
I don't know. I've never collected period blood, so I mean, there's got to be a sterile way to do it.
Hmm.
I, I mean, we're talking about Dr. Joyce. I
Right.
mean, what did you
Who
really
he
know
can't
over
question
TikTok?
Dr. Joyce.
No, but it's one doctor without a last name that we can't even question, versus 6 billion TikTokers. So who do you think's more right, 6 billion or one?
I was looking closer because it says Doctor. It looked like it had a last name, but it's just Dr. Joyce, dermatologist, up
Maybe that
there.
maybe that's her last name.
Well, she picked the right profession then.
Users beware. The non-sterile collection of menstruation blood can bring with it some nasty complications. Bacteria, yeast, and viruses
Mm.
congregate in the uterus and vagina, and the concoction could infect your skin. All right.
Mm.
I
I think we're good here.
No, no, no. Wait. I forgot about, like, they got to bring up the other disgusting trend that called vabbing. It's like similar to the pheromone trick called vabbing, or which involves swiping vaginal discharge on your wrists and neck instead of perfume. This unsanitary beauty secret might be one to keep under lock and key. Oh my God. All right. Yeah.
What? So is it a beauty secret or a pheromones secret?
This sounds like a pheromone secret, like, how to attract men. Rub your vaginal juices on your neck and wrist for the pheromone effect of it.
Guys,
So
guys,
we got a
don't
whole
don't wash
we
your
got
pits and rub it all over your face, and then
your ball sack.
jizz in your hand and wipe it on your neck, and that'll beautify you, or something.
Yeah, get
The internet.
your sweaty
Mm,
ball sack juice, put it on your wrists, and man, you're gonna attract all the women, dudes. We
mm,
gotta come up with our own beauty line here because the women are doing it. I feel the men gotta do it too. We gotta
yes,
start a TikTok trend.
yes.
I feel like there's probably already trends of that on porn somewhere, so you don't need TikTok for it.
Exactly. Wow. Thanks for starting the morning off right, Craig. I
Janet
appreciate
says
it.
we can move on, so we better move on because
We could
Shannon
move on. We could move on. And now that Shannon wants us to move on, what else is in this article, Craig? We were moving on, Shannon.
we don't. You don't tell us what to do. This isn't the first time.
Wait.
Shut
Egypt
up,
has-
silly woman.
That's better.
Oh, I didn't know that Kim Kardashian pushed a vampire facial, which
Oh.
is
Shocking.
yeah, but that's performed by trained professionals. So
Right.
and it involves drawing vials of the client's blood. So no
Oh.
menstruation was
Oh,
necessary.
so it's better. It's better that way.
More sanitary.
See, you can it makes sense to smear blood on your face. Just don't use that kind of blood. Preferably use your own blood or children's
Baby
blood. You know. Anyway, speaking of horrifying things in the world, you said you already talked about this. So we don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I just found out about it last night, and I do have a bonus story if we need it, but it's not really that relevant. But San Francisco police now have killer robots. Their motion is passing.
Okay, so I didn't talk about the fact their motion passed. When I talked about it, they had just put it up as a motion. And I was like, yeah, this is probably not going to fly, I wouldn't think.
Oh,
But
it's in San Francisco. And as we all know, San Francisco roughly translates, it's Latin, roughly translated to, I think, gay hell, because that's what they're best known for, is gayness and awfulness, mostly. And if I was gay, I would not appreciate it. But
now, maybe they're training these robots to kill off all the gay people in San Francisco.
Probably the homeless people.
That too.
But yeah, they've announced that it's okay because they're not going to carry guns to kill people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're explosives. They're going to explode people, but it's going to be used very scarcely and sparingly. This is from FoxNews.com. So it's legit. San Francisco police propose allowing robots to kill in rare and exceptional circumstances. The Dallas Police Department used robots in 2016 to kill a suspect with an explosive device. Wait, is this? Yeah, this is newish.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. They're just like California's way behind track, and they're like, man, we got to be more like Texas,
right?
Because Texas
I feel like
already
Texas would have used a 6-shooter revolver or something like that.
No, it's just a massive. I don't know about massive, but just an explosion. It just walked in there. It's like, hey, dude, and exploded and killed a guy.
Yeah, so it's like a video game or a dystopian future, some might say. But, quote, the robots listed in this section shall not be utilized outside of training and simulations, criminal apprehension, critical incidents, exigent circumstances, executing a warrant, or during suspicious device assessments. That's a lot of possible scenarios.
They're not going to be utilized outside of all of these things.
Right.
Basically every police activity.
Yeah, it's only going to be used in training and simulations, and also criminal apprehensions, and also just killing people at random because we can call it a criminal apprehension. And can you really apprehend a person while blowing them up?
Well, first you can't blow up a person without executing a warrant. So we got to allow them to execute warrants. And then we got to allow them to apprehend them and then blow them up, obviously.
Yeah. Continued, quote, robots will only be used as a deadly force option when risk of loss of life to members of the police or officers is imminent and outweighs any other force optional available to SFPD. So what they're saying is when we don't feel like doing our job, when it seems like a risk to serve and protect, which is what we are sworn to do, and to offer our lives if necessary in order to serve and protect, if we have to do our job, that's the only time that we're going to send in murder robots. So it's okay. That won't be too often, just any time we have to do our job.
Now my real question is, what size of boot does the police robot wear? Because is it going to be like large enough robot boot for like say African American's neck to step on? I mean, or-
It's more of a knee, really, than a boot.
oh, neat. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, but all right, got it.
Yeah. Quote, SFPD does not have any sort of specific plan in place as the unusually dangerous or spontaneous operations where SFPD SFPDs need to deliver deadly force via robot would be a rare and exceptional circumstance.
So we have no plan. We
Yeah.
really don't have
We
a
just made
specific
it.
plan for this. We
We
just
just
have
made
this.
it and passed it because we can, and fuck you guys because we're the cops, and we're gonna do our jobs even harder, which means even less now.
Now I feel like that's very open to interpretation. Like they may have intentionally left that wide open because they're like, we're only going
Of
to
course they did.
specify this to these specific things, which we already read was a lot of things. But then the caveat is we don't really have any specific plan for it. So it's kind of up in the air because obviously it's going to be very rare occasions that we're going to use this multi-billion-dollar robot that we're going to spend taxpayer money. Now, I don't know about you, but most organizations, when they approve to spend billions, millions, if not billions of dollars, people don't want to see those sit in the corner and collect dust. It's like, what's that billion-dollar robot doing in the corner? Oh, like we haven't had a reason to use it. Some like gung ho police chief is going to be like, come in and he's like, no, we spent billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars on this. We gotta showcase that robot. And
What am
so
I
the
gonna
next
do? Not use the murder dog on a misdemeanor?
exactly. So the next time anything, like like they say some cops are trigger happy. You're gonna get the guy that's just like, uh, oh, there's a guy who stole a purse out there. This is a great opportunity to showcase our
Right.
murder robot. So,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cops, like the biggest complaint with cops is that they don't know. They seem to have a hard time determining when they should and should not shoot somebody in the ass as they're running away. If you can't figure out that when it comes to, and I understand, like in that situation, you're like we're concerned about your life because you're a cop, and cops are kind of pussies. It seems like Uvalde. Um, and if I guess there could be some value to it because some of these pussy cops, Uvalde, could send in a murder dog to blow up the children instead of letting them get shot, and then it wouldn't be their fault.
I was just gonna say that. What if they sent the murder robot into Uvalde and blew up the suspect that was surrounded by children? Then the whole situation would have been taken care of right there on the spot.
It's
I
also
mean,
funny
not
that they're like there was concern that we'd be mounting guns onto these murder dogs. It's not guns, it's bombs. So it's
yeah,
better somehow,
just bombs.
right?
The thing that's actually illegal for humans to have, like the general populace to have, but we can have the guns, but we can't have the explosives. But the robots won't have the guns; they will just have the
Be
explosives.
lobbing Molotov cocktails, and that'll be more accurate somehow. Like I would prefer if I have to choose between the murder dogs having guns or bombs, I would choose guns.
Which
But
one's more accurate in its killing? Like, which one can like
depends on your
pinpoint? I
target.
don't know. Well, when you're, yeah, that's
If
true.
it's a room full
Is
of children, it's going to be a lot more accurate if you use a.
yeah, are we considering accuracy like amount of deaths or like specific deaths?
I think it's
I
just
don't know.
general success.
Well, we took out the bad guy, guys. Side note, we took out all the children
We
as
got him.
well.
He was in the school, and the school's not there anymore, so we got him. Mission
Now,
accomplished.
you brought up a good point, and I feel like you're tiptoeing on it and just couldn't find your spot there. Um, cops always give the excuse that every second of their life is a moment where their life could be at risk, and they have
They
no
give that excuse
intentions.
whenever they just shot somebody.
No, they just give that excuse in general. It's just
Right.
like, you don't know our job. You don't know how, like, we never know when our life is at risk. Using that and then using the fact that this robot is to be used when cops feel like their life is at risk, and cops never know whether or not their life is at
Right.
risk. We have no direct plans of when specifically we're going to use this robot. We're just going to base it on whenever a cop feels like his life is at risk, which we don't ever know. So we can just generally use this robot whenever the fuck we feel like
Right.
it.
They overuse deadly force as it is, and just like a stop and frisk will shoot somebody. So if their life is not in danger, they will be removing their excuse at least. So I'm curious to see how that goes. But all in all, I think that robot murder explosion dogs are a net negative on society. Call me old-fashioned that way, but it's
Now,
my direction.
now, what is more of a net negative on society? Robot killer police robots or period blood face masks? Now, can we
It's
train
tough.
the killer robots to take out the people that are smearing period blood on their face? Because I
They're the
feel like
target.
that might be
They're
a net
targeting themselves.
positive there. That
Yeah,
may
they're
be a net positive.
they the robots can smell the menstruation like bears.
Fair enough. It's gonna take out all menstruating women.
Win 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 and another win. Do you want to see Jim Carrey's leaving Twitter thing?
I heard about it. I haven't seen it, so absolutely, I got to see it.
Okay, so Jim Carrey, who is still on Twitter as of this day, and this was posted when? This was posted November 29th, so yesterday. Why are you glitchy again?
I don't know.
Try it one more time.
Like, hang up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This is the part where we wait for Craig, because my internet sucks right now. Here he is. Oh, hey, Craig.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
So, yesterday. It feels like I saw this like 3 days ago, so I don't know. All of time has no meaning lately. I keep hearing about things that I feel like were 2 weeks ago that were actually a day ago. But Jim Carrey says, I'm leaving Twitter, but first, here's a cartoon I made with my friend, because, as you do. Here's
You gotta shoot a promo video of your exiting of
Right.
Twitter.
Says it's based on my painting of a crazy old lighthouse keeper standing naked in a storm, summoning the angels and shining his lamp to guide us through a treacherous night. I love you all so much. Could you be more melodramatic, even without this ridiculous cartoon?
Can we just get
Can
funny
you
Jim
just
Carrey
fucking
back?
go away? Just get off Twitter. It's fine. You don't have to tell people. You don't have to stick around to tell people. And you certainly don't have to do whatever the fuck this is.
Angels fill this place with light, and all that's good and all that's right. The darkness withers in your sight. Angels fill this place with light. Angels guide them through the gale. Hold fast the stitching in their sail, and I will burn my lantern bright till the break of day. Sweet angels, hear me pray.
Tell us you're a psychopath without telling us you're a psychopath. So, old naked man lighthouse keeper, just screaming into a storm. I guess that's how Jim Carrey feels on Twitter, which is not a bad take. I mean, it seems pretty accurate in his. I don't know. He says that he's completely sober and barely even drinks caffeine, but I have a hard time buying that.
I was just gonna ask, what is he on? Like, I mean, can I have some? I
Right.
don't know. but then do I go all melodramatic and exit Facebook in such a obscure way?
I like how you're leaving Facebook because you're like, I'm not even joking about leaving Twitter.
Or Twitter, whatever the thing is.
Fuck
No, I'm
Facebook.
not leaving Twitter because Twitter is where all the fun is had, and I still
Clearly.
have yet to see what everybody is so upset about on Twitter. Like, I'm looking for it. I'm more upset about all the people that my timeline is just filled with all these, like, hacks that are
It's
used to
filled
be
with people
celebrities.
leaving Twitter. Like that's what Twitter is now. It's
It's like
people pretending like they're done with this what for some reason that they can't really quite put their finger on. Just Nazis somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
yes, I I I can't find it. I'm looking for the problem. I'm
Send
searching
us
for the
your
problem.
Nazi accounts cuz we're just curious.
Yeah,
Craig is at least.
obviously. Like, I don't know. Am I missing something here? Like, what are they so pissed off about just because somebody said, "I'm going to allow people back on Twitter," and all of a sudden, it's just an outrage. It's and again, what the fuck
Donald
happened
Trump's
to Jim
account
Carrey?
is there.
It is, but is Donald Trump even using it?
No,
Okay, so
but it's there.
so just hate is cancerously spreading from Donald Trump's
Yes.
account out to
Just
the
leaking
world.
out. Yes. He's probably got. He's probably secretly tweeting, and we just can't see it because we can't hear the dog whistles. But it's there. Trust me, it's there.
What
Um,
this probably all is about is they probably saw the writing on the wall because Elon Musk came out yesterday and was like, "Hey, I've got proof that there was election meddling, and here's all the proof." And so they were trying to get ahead of it and make people hate Twitter so much that they're not that when Elon Musk does actually expose something that might be true and might be damning towards, I don't know, politicians, celebrities, and old Twitter, that everybody already hates Twitter. So we're like, you know what? Fuck Elon Musk. Of course he would say that.
right. Yeah, I don't know what the goal is here or why Jim Carrey was on Twitter. Like, if you're on Twitter and whatever, I don't know what the terrible thing is that's happening, but if that happens, you can just go.
Yeah.
And why
I
were you
mean,
there? Like, if you can't handle interacting with other humans that you disagree with on a social media platform, why were you here? And that's kind of more telling about what it was, which was censorship, to where you felt safe to be a crazy person on Twitter without having any pushback at all whatsoever. And now that you might have some, you're like, I can't possibly handle this. I don't know. I don't want to speak for the man. He does a great job of getting his point across, I'm pretty sure, with this naked man
oh yeah.
shouting into the void.
I I definitely like that. It cleared it up for me.
And you say
Um,
what happened to Jim Carrey? I think nothing. I think he's always been kind of a crazy individual, and
he used
I
to be fun, crazy individual, and now he's
right.
just
It's because
old,
Hollywood was
cranky.
paying him to do funny things and be a child instead of his own childish online. It's like I don't care if he wants to be dumb Jim Carrey. I don't care if he wants to be socialist Jim Carrey. I don't care whatever. But like, who is listen? Like, I have a hard time with the people who are like, yeah, Russell Brand is like a spiritual guru, the guy who Katy Perry divorced because he was too sexually gross for her. Even now we're supposed to.
Generous.
Yes, now we're supposed to be like, oh man, he's a genius. Like, but Jim Carrey is like another step because he's not even
Right.
saying good things. He's just saying
Right.
things and pretending like he's some sort of wise sage. You know, Ace Ventura, The Grinch, Dumb and
The guy
Dumber.
that
That
the
guy.
guy that like is most famous for like squeezing out of a rubber rhinoceros's ass.
Right.
That's the guy we're supposed to take wisdom from. That guy
The
right
guy
there.
who makes funny faces and falls down in ways that you like. Yes,
Yes,
that's
that's
the
the one.
guy. Yep. But you're gonna
Um,
have to follow him somewhere else because
now
he's taking his sage advice to the progressive platforms of probably TikTok, I would imagine. You can
probably.
find all of
Um,
his lighthouse porn over on TikTok.
now my final note here is: can you imagine if somebody such as yourself released this video, like in your early days of creating videos, and this was the video you released? Do you think it would get many or any attention at all?
No.
Do you think it's good enough that people are going to be like, "This is amazing. Let's share this shit all over"?
No.
Yeah, it was horribly, horribly like very amateurish editing or like animating.
Animation.
I mean, there was not even any animation to it. It was just the same sway
He's
back and
swaying.
forth, and they synced up his mouth. They had some software where they could at least sync up his mouth to Jim or whoever's voice. I don't know if it's Jim Carrey singing or not.
It clearly is Jim Carrey singing.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was
Yeah.
just looking in horror.
Which makes it
But
even
yeah,
more beautiful that it's Jim Carrey singing it, because then it's like, it wouldn't have necessarily been like, oh, this is a depiction of your insanity, but then you voiced it and you shared it on your way out the door. It's I don't know. The artistic side of me is like, interesting. There's something deeper here, but the analytical side of me knows that it's just Jim Carrey being retarded.
yeah, absolutely. I gotta go. So.
Okay. Where can people find you and your menstrual beauty tips, Greg?
My menstrual beauty tips can be found all over social media. If you can follow me and find my beauty care advice at Break the Bell Pod all over social media, or at our website, which is breakthebellpod.com. Yeah, do that. Follow us for more beauty advice.
Nice. And you can find me at thesystemsdown.tv or at TSIDpod, where I will be sharing more probably crazy celebrity meltdowns and dystopian murder dog secrets. But
Cool.
This has been, I guess, 3 scoops?
Yeah, 3.
This has been 2 Scoops Morning News every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 a.m. Central or whenever we feel like it. Until next time, hang in there, America.